ホワイトソックスの村上宗隆が日本時間5日、敵地でのエンゼルス戦に2番1塁で先発出場し、4回にメジャートップに並ぶ14号ツーランを放ちました。被弾したエンゼルスの地元放送局も、その圧倒的なパワーに脱帽していました。2対0の4回1死1塁で迎えた第3打席。村上はエンゼルス先発ソリアーノが投じた 98.1 マイル、約 157.9 キロのストレートを強振しました。センター方向へ伸びた打球は、センターマイク・トラウトの頭上を越えてスタンドイン。打球速度109マイル、約 175.4 キロ。飛距離429フィート、約 130.8 メートルの豪快な一発となりました。村上はこの一打で今季14号に到達し、メジャー本塁打トップに並びました。悠々とダイヤモンドを一周すると、ベンチではチームメイトから祝福を受けました。エンゼルスの地元局、ファンデュエルスポーツネットワークウェストでは、解説のマーク・グビザ氏が村上の一発について、速球が打てないと言われ続けていますが、速球を9本塁打しているんですよ。これも98マイルでした、とコメント。さらに、純粋なパワーで持っていきましたね、と語り、敵地放送席も白旗を上げるような反応を見せていました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
The White Sox are playing good baseball. I mean, listen, a couple of years ago, they had like the most losses in history, and right now they are a dangerous team. Munetaka Murakami has 13 home runs. He is a rookie, the Japanese slugger. He is loved by his teammates. He seems like a really, really good dude. Struggling a bit of late, 14 Ks last 8 games, 4 for his last 31, 2 of those 4 homers. But listen, 13 home runs, that says a lot.
He doesn't have an extra base hit other than the 13 home runs.
Amazing.
He is a power threat. He knows it. And he was asked by reporters, what statistical numbers do you look at to really figure out how you're doing well? And he goes, I don't look at stats. I know if I'm swinging the bat well, the numbers are going to be there. So, and they have been there for him so far as the power numbers. But he's patient. He will take his walks. He will swing and miss a ton. And usually big power hitters are that. They hunt certain zones. If it's there, look out. If it's not, they'll be patient and let it go. Certainly a guy you want to work ahead and make him expand that strike zone as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, well, everybody loves the long ball for sure. They've got a good one in Chicago. Hopefully keep him in the ballpark.
Trout, absolutely hammering those Sox pitchers over the years. Munetaka Murakami, about 400 home runs lifetime behind Trout, but he's made quite an impression in his first month in the big league.
Yeah, his launch angle is unreal. When he hits a ball in the air, it's got a chance to go a long, long way. No extra base hits outside of the home run. So when he gets a hold of one, it's going to go a long way in the air. His hands are quick. 8 home runs, even though high velocity has been a problem with it. He goes 8 home runs versus fastballs. Breaking balls, though, hitting under 200 so far in that knuckle curve and splitter. So certainly work against him for Soriano, hopefully here tonight.
Just love the way that Murakami loads and keeps his hands back. Yeah. Especially for something off speed.
I've noticed that he and Showman, the hitting coach, they do his gather as their handshake before the game.
Okay.
We'll have to get it on TV, but I saw it yesterday just briefly. It's kind of hilarious because Show does a pretty good job of Murakami.
Whoa.
Murakami deep to center. Trout at the wall. Get out! Munetaka Murakami has now tied Aaron Judge for the Major League lead, his 14th home run of the season. That was loud.
It was really loud, enough to where it made me yell, whoa, as soon as the ball was hit. Reminds me of another Japanese star I watched here in Anaheim for a long time. 98, up and out of the zone. No problem for Murakami. Watch this. Boom. And just not even really a heavy gather or load, just a flick of the wrist, and it's up on the berm past Mike Trout in center field.
There's the updated list. Murakami and Judge tied at the top with 14 home runs. And Gordon, once again, 2 strikes.
2 strikes. Gosh, it's like a trend. Let's just give him 2 and then start hitting.
Now Vargas sends this one deep to right center field. It continues to carry. Waiting for the signal. There it is. It has left the yard. Back to back here in the 4th inning. And the White Sox are getting to Soriano.
Tell you what, both of those balls, if it was a little bit warmer of an evening, would have been so far gone. There was little to doubt about Murakami's, but this one just gets over the fencing there in right field. Smoked by Vargas, and they go back to back. Look at that. Stays inside of that baseball. 98, enter third, and you'll see just off the top of the wall and over the fence.
Highest run percentage coming via the home run. The White Sox scoring over 50% of their runs with the long ball. And we talked about in the open. What did you like about what the White Sox did in that series against the Angels? Well, moments like this, when Murakami and Vargas went back-to-back in the game on April 27th.
Right, they do it again. That was obviously a huge moment when Murakami hit his home run. It put him up. They were big time down in that game, and he put him up, tied the ball game, put him in the lead, and then all of a sudden Vargas comes right back and puts a stamp on it, just like he did a minute ago.
Having fun, partner?
Love it. It is fun to watch Murakami hit, and our audio is great here because every time they hit it, it's like, bam! You get a great feel of how that ball sounds coming off the bat.
2-2. There's some power. Straight away center. Trout is back all the way to the wall, and it is way out of here. Murakami sends one packing for his 14th homer. He reties Judge for the major league lead.
We keep hearing he's not hitting high velocity, but I look, it's his 9th home run versus fastballs, and that was a 98-mile-an-hour high fastball. You thought maybe he could run that fastball upstairs, but just power, raw power. That's 109 miles per hour off the bat going 429 feet. Not as traditional high as far as launch angle, but you can't get that much of a launch angle on a fastball like that. This 32-degree launch angle.
He keeps his streak alive of all of his extra base hits being home runs. 14 hits for extra bases. No doubles, no triples. Now the third most home runs all time at this stage in a major league career.
Fourth inning, he absolutely hammered a ball to center field. See where these balls went. 109 off the bat, 429 feet away was Murakami's, and he hit another one hard just there for a double.
A fair ball down the right field line. Murakami off to second. His first career big league double.
Get that ball. Get the ball. There you go. Oh, they're throwing it the wrong dugout.
The other dugout. We want to keep that thing.
The first time he hasn't hit a single or a home run in the big leagues, and you can see him. He's digging for two, and he got in there without a throw. Nice job. Congrats to Mune for his first career double.
This one is hit to the right field line. This might be the first non-home run extra base hit for Murakami. The streak is over. He has his first major league double.
Tell you what, his hands are quick. Inside part of the plate, gets that foot down, and he's able to get that barrel out quickly. There's some serious bat speed he creates. Still pretty amazing, though. He had 14 home runs and no other extra base hit besides that. That is unreal.
13 homers in 30 games, up there with some White Sox legends, guys who had fairly established careers. Canerco kind of broke out with the White Sox, but Jim Thome certainly is already on his Hall of Fame path. Murakami got established in Japan, was a Triple Crown winner there a few years ago, and was just dismissed around the major leagues this offseason. Fell in the White Sox laps.
Let's talk offense. Yingling flight play of the game. It's the fourth inning, and Munetaka Murakami, who was my pick to click, facing Jose Soriano, and this ball is about to be gone. 14th home run of the season for Murakami. He's now tied for the major league lead with Aaron Judge. But wait, there's more. Next batter is going to be Miguel Vargas, and he is going to go back to back, his 7th home run of the season. But you know what? We got to just watch and just celebrate Murakami because he's doing this.
It's amazing how many back-to-back they have this year. By the way, they have back-to-back. Maybe, I don't know. We got to find out that because they had like 3 or 4 back-to-back home runs so far.
Yeah. These guys feed off each other. And now Vargas has reached base in 17 straight games.
Murakami never faced a good pitcher. Well, that's one of the best pitchers in the game right now.
Yeah.
And look at how far he hit that thing. I mean, you sometimes when you make a comment or something, you have to be careful because you don't know exactly what you're going to get. And still, today he got beat by the White Sox. He's still in the top 3 pitchers in the game right now, the way he throw. And they take advantage.
They did. Murakami, meanwhile, he wasn't finished. He had 3 hits tonight. And we've been wondering, when is he going to get his first non-single or home run? And it was tonight, his first double of the season. He had gone 152 plate appearances without a double or a triple, the 6th longest streak to start a career in MLB history, and they got him the baseball. They're like, you know what, Mooney? Here's your first double. And that just shows me the sense of humor that the team had for him. Because, you know what? Let's give him the baseball.
It's funny because this kid loved that. Murakami is not a normal player come from from Japan. Just put it that way. Yeah. Japan's better because I never have guys from another country. The way he's hit home run, he gets so excited in the dugout. I think he fit well with the ball club. I think he's having love for the guys. He's a special guy. I keep saying, how many got 14?
14 home runs. How many is he going to hit?
Talk to me after the All-Star break. Remember, I said you're going to hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah. No, I said 40. You said 40 or 45.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
We will see.
Okay.
Mune, second time you guys faced Jose Soriano and you guys were able to jump on him early. What are you guys picking up against him?
ソリアノ投手と今回2回目っていうところで勢いよく出だしできたかと思いますけど、それについてはどう思います？
前回の対戦があったんで、ある程度球種もイメージできましたし、タイミングもイメージしながらいきましたし、打線として崩せたので良かったです。
Oh, we obviously faced him first, so we already knew kind of a variety of pitches, selection of pitches that he was going to throw. We were very much prepared for that, and the result came out very well.
You were able to hit that homer off of him, but I want to talk about your double because it's your first career double in Major League Baseball. What did it mean to finally get that extra base hit?
ホームランも打ちましたが、今初めての二塁打っていうところを打ったと思いますけど、心境の方はいかがでしょうか？
いや、もう久しぶりに、二塁打打ったんで、ベースターンが難しかったです。なんか久しぶりの感じでしたね。はい。
It was my first double, obviously, so, the base, turning on the base is a bit hard for me, so, that was kind of interesting.
I mean, there was production up and down this lineup, but especially at the top of the order. What does that do for you and the quality of at bats, knowing that the guys are producing and able to get on base around you?
上位打線の方が、かなり活躍していると思うんですけれども、それは村上選手にとってどんな影響を与えてますか？
いや、もうチームとしてこうやって点数がたくさん取れて、ピッチャーもすごく頑張ってくれてるんで、はい、このまま、続けていきたいなと思います。
We're putting a lot of runs on the board, and all the pitchers are doing really, really, really well. So we just want to keep continuing this success as a team and keep going.
Well, let's talk about the pitching because 10 strikeouts for Davis Martin, a career high for him. What have you learned about him?
本日の投手のデイビス投手が、通算の三振が本日一番多かったと思うんですけれども、それについてはどう思われますか？
いや、もうテンポよく、毎回、きっちり抑えてくれてますし、守備もすごくリズムが出て、打撃に来てるので、チーム一丸となって勝てる試合っていうのを、増やしていきたいなと思ってます。
He's throwing very consistently with good tempo, and he's always has a react back. So as a defensive player, when he's on the mound, it's really easy for us to feel up there. So I just want him to keep continuing that success and then keep winning. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep going.
All right. Munetaka Murakami with Kenzo Yagi. Kenzo Yagi on the next edition of the White Sox podcast. His interpreter, it drops in 8 hours. Kenzo, what are you laughing about?
I love that guy.
Yes.
He's the funniest man, more excited, more happy. Every time I see him in the ballpark, it made my day.
Do you ever catch yourself? I mean, you're a manager, you're watching some of those Murakami home runs, like the one that you don't see a lot to clear that shrubbery in center field here at the stadium.
Yeah, no, I mean, he continues to impress you with the power. We saw a double today, which was also great, the first one of the year. And yeah, he obviously just has tremendous power, puts himself in a really good position to get to that power by making good swing decisions.
Welcome, everybody, to our Angels Live postgame show. Murakami and the Chicago White Sox take care of business. Angels Live is presented by Kia. Final score, the Sox 6 and your Halos nothing. Really all Chicago in this game from start to finish. The Angels have the the AL pitcher of the month and Jose Soriano on the hill, and nothing really went well at all tonight. This is Mark Langston, and I'm Patrick O'Neill.
Just wasn't able to close out that first inning. He's been so good this year with 2 strikes, and he was not able to close it out. But the first inning really did him in, and the command was off. And for Soriano, the stuff is there. The power stuff is there, just the command off. And I don't care who you are. There's going to be days like this where it just doesn't sync up. But for Soriano, you can see right there that breaking ball up in the zone. In fact, the hits that he gave up tonight, certainly the big ones, the 2 hits and the 2 home runs were all up in the zone. There's another one that's up and nobody can get to it. So that first inning, those 2 walks to start the game, come back to bite him.
Hey, it's so hard, right, for a starting pitcher to be absolutely perfect. We have expected so much from Soriano. Not his night. It's going to happen.
Yeah, Murakami right there from the standpoint of he likes to get his arms extended. Got a fastball 98 out and up over the plate, home run. And as John Sterling said, belly to belly, back to back jacks right here. Another pitch up in the zone by Soriano. 2 home runs. Now you look at the last 2 starts, and both of them against the White Sox. Soriano's allowed 4 home runs the last 2 starts. This is a guy that doesn't give up any home runs. No. And the White Sox, for some reason, have his number this year.
But I wanted to ask you about a couple of first-year players in Major League Baseball who came over from Japan who are having a huge impact. Let's start with Murakami. The power is crazy. What was really interesting is that when he became a free agent, a lot of the conversation in baseball was, man, this guy struggles against high velocity. 95 miles per hour upwards. His numbers were really ugly. He had a lot of strikeouts in Japan, and a lot of teams passed on him. And I got to believe that there is buyer's remorse for a lot of teams because his impact for the White Sox has been extraordinary. Tell me what you're seeing in Murakami.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about. I got to see one game in Japan. Happened to travel over there. Had no idea I was going to get lucky enough to witness what I witnessed. But it just so happened to be the last game of the year, and Murakami hit the home run to break the Japanese record on that night. And I was like, this is insane. Who is this guy? And he was extremely young. And looking at him today here in the big leagues, and obviously after you see that, you become a fan and you follow up, and you want to see who's going to get him when he comes over to the States. He's adjusted his swing a lot. And you watch his at-bats. You talk about velo. I just watched him against the A's hit 198 over the batter's eye in center field. Just super impressive. But his body is really quiet from what it was. He had kind of a big leg kick. And this is several years after that home run run that he had a couple years ago. But you can see the fast hands. You can see the launch angle. He's a hitter that's definitely fine-tuned his swing in an amazing way. And I don't think we've even scratched the surface of what he's capable of in the big leagues, especially for the Chicago White Sox in that ballpark that they play in. But it is a beautiful approach. He is very quiet with his body, and it's a simple, he gets into the zone very quick, and the hands are electrically fast. So I'm excited to see him play for many years to come, but definitely the White Sox hit the jackpot with Murakami.